up, dicks? Welcome back to the channel where we do shit Colts way. I was gonna come out here and kind of give you a rundown what I've done to this old raggedy cunt, but well, that's what I'm gonna do anyway. I'm charging up the batteries. I can get it, it'll start, but it doesn't want to run long, and I know exactly why. Let me show you. For some reason, oh, you don't know what the heck you're talking about. See this fuel pump right here? Look at that filter. It's just nasty. So it'll run, and then it'll want to die out because it's just not getting any fuel. Let me turn this thing right. It's not getting any fuel. And I'll tell you what all I've done to this real quick, just so it's not a whole bunch. But so this is a 3G alternator. I got this off a Ford Taurus. Everybody said to upgrade. The alternator is one of the best upgrades you can do, so I did that. And then many of y'all know that I had a electric fuel pump. It was a little bitty one down in there, and they still had the mechanical fuel pump in there as well. They just had it bypassed, and everybody was telling me, hey, you need to take that mechanical fuel pump out and just do the electric. Don't do both because I don't know, something can leak in the coolant, or I don't freaking know. So anyway, I got my tools and everything and took all this crap apart, and over there in the back there, and what it is, I put this 3G alternator on here, wired it up. There used to be like a voltage regulator here. Took all those wires out and just did a big inline fuse right there. I just got this fuel pump temporary right now. I've got a relay, but when I want to drive it or whatever, I just do that and it pumps the fuel. When I'm done, I just undo it. There's 12 volt power over there, key on. I just haven't made it permanent yet, you know. But I was driving it three or 4 days ago, and it was dying on me before I got to the house. And I mean, I know why. I unscrew that, get a new filter. But the problem is, it's these old tanks on here. It's the original tanks, and that shit is nasty. You know, when I did the fuel filter video, we changed the fuel filter for the first time. It was the same. I mean, that shit looked like straight rust water, you know. So, but I ain't done as much to it as I want right now, but I did. Like I said, I did change that, did that, and then I took the mechanical fuel pump out, and I'm not going to crawl up under there because there's like standing water. But when you take the mechanical fuel pump out, you know, there's a hole. It's 2 bolts. Take it out, and I got it on Amazon. It was like a big block Chevy, whatever, block off plate, and I put that on there with, you know, the 2 bolts, cleaned the surface and everything so it would seal up, but it's not leaking or nothing like that. So I know it's good. But I do have the mechanical off now. It is just this, but see, this is, I guess I'll ask y'all's opinion, you know, not that I really give a shit, but you know, this has front and rear tanks. Sorry about the mess, whatever. All those barrels are full of corn for them deer. But anyway, I added this temp gauge here as well. I did a video on that, but basically this fuel selector doesn't work. So it's got a front and rear tank, obviously. But I guess what would y'all do? Would you just buy 2 cheap factory new tanks and get the new selector? Because the wires are spliced down there and cut up. I got to figure all that out. So you can have the dual tank. But what I'm thinking about doing is what I want to do is just, they make like one big tank. I think it's like a 30 or 36 gallon tank. It goes in, you remove both tanks, but it goes where the rear tank is at. So you do away with the fuel selector, you do away with all that. It's just one big tank. I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. That's the route I want to go, just because it simplifies everything. You know, it's plenty of fuel, and just less lines, less wires. I don't have to bypass nothing. Like, let's just go, you know. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm sure y'all tell me not to do that. Just do regular. Oh, you want to keep the fuel selector? I really don't give a shit. As long as I got a full tank and the shit's going up to the pumps and filters, I'm good. But anyway, you know, I've been piddling a little bit. You know, I've got the door panel off over there because of the little window thing. I'm gonna order all new panels, but I've got to get a new. I think on all electric, it's like called a window regulator or some shit. But and I tried, you know, lubing it up with like WD-40 and a bunch of other shit. But basically, this window here, it doesn't. When I took the handle off, when you roll it up. I can't really show you because it's down, but there's big metal gears in there. Yeah, you can't see it, and they're just like rusted, and it won't come up to, you know, to bring this window up and down. So I'm gonna get a new one of those on both sides, and I don't know if I wanted to redo the interior to keep it red or not. I don't really mind the red, you know, old porno red back in the day, but the dash is still good. And I know these doors aren't the original because they're faded as hell. If it was going to be faded, it would be the dash that would be faded. And when I went to pick this up, I wasn't really thinking because, you know, I'm just getting the truck. But I went into the guy's shop and I saw 2 red doors like that would easily be like this. They were nothing like that, you know. They were not faded at all. And they were sitting off to the side on his wall. And I'm assuming, because he collects these old trucks and sells them and does whatever, I'm assuming he took these ones off because they were in good shape and just put these raggedy faded ones on there. But anyway, I'll get 2 new door cover overlays, clean it up. But, you know, I just haven't really done too much to it. Just putting around town here and there. I really just wanted to kind of drive it to see, you know, where it's leaking, what I need to fix or whatever. And, I mean, it runs great when it's getting fuel. But as you can see, you know, it's terrible. And there's no sense in just replacing the filter because it's the tank, you know. So I'll probably buy one big rear tank and do away with the selector because it don't work anyway. And that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm sure y'all tell me not to do that. I really don't give a shit. But I've kind of been MIA for a little while. Been hunting, been with the family, doing family stuff. It's hunting season, you know. And I tried to do some hunt videos, but I suck at that shit. I'll have it all planned out and I'll be talking. We'll go in there. You got the GoPro on me walking into the stand and you got to put these freaking arms up and so I got to work on that. So I didn't have any, but I got a shit ton of videos up to the hunt and during the hunt. Just no deer during the hunt it's hard actually, you know, and I'm there to hunt. I'm not there to work, but anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing, just MIA, but I have done a few things to it. And it runs good when it's getting fuel. But I'm gonna drop those 2 old tanks. And I think he's got some makeshift straps on it. But yeah, see that over the tank strap, he's got some kind of like, I don't know, look fiber stuff to, so it's probably been off before, but that's an old metal ass rusted out tank. I mean, it's got to go. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably put just one big rear tank on it. And those are my plans. But I've been MIA, just kind of wanted to get on here. I had people emailing me, people in the comments, where you at, bro? There really ain't nothing else I want to do to my truck. You know, I mean, it's perfect. You know, I guess I could just do dumb videos, but I mean, I love my truck. I'm gonna put a better suspension on it and things like that, little things. But I'm gonna start working on this thing, and I really don't want to have to film nobody's fixing these. You know, more people working on that new truck. I kind of want to do this as, hey, I'm putting a new tank on, and then cut next thing. Oh, the tank's already on. I'm not showing nobody how to do shit because I don't know how to do it. But that's kind of what I'm gonna do. Oh, I've got this part. Boom, it's on. Let's test it out. But that's kind of the thoughts. But I had my buddy that does AC come over here. You know, the AC don't work. The heat blows, and then you can take. You know, I know the compressor works because this thing right here, it'll spin, and the way you test that is you turn the car on, or you know, turn the AC on, and then these 2 little plugs plug into there. You just get a little jumper wire and go from here to there, and then that engages the compressor. But there's no Freon or nothing in it, so you have to bypass it by jumping these out. So I bypassed it, turned the AC on, and this thing spins good. So I know all that works. I just got a massive leak somewhere. So he did a pressure test on it. It was leaking bad. But anyway, it's little by little. You know, what's funny is I find myself like, I never ever looked for these trucks before. Now everywhere I go, I'm driving, I'm like, I need to go in there and talk to that guy, or he's got it parked in the backyard under a shed or something. And if you pay attention, they're a lot. I found an old dually one that's 2 years newer than this. So this 89 is a 91, I think. But it had the, see, this is a C6 trans. I thought it was a 4-speed E4OD, but it's not. It's a C6, it's a 3-speed. But, I mean, this is a strong trans, but it's just a 3-speed. I mean, damn, I'm 55 and but some bitch a roll. So it doesn't have overdrive. I can put a gear vendor in it, you know, I could do that. But I'm not like going cross country in this thing. It's my little putting truck. So I'll probably just leave this C6. But the one he had, I think it's a ZF5. I mean, it's a manual. So that would be cool to swap this over to a manual, but there's nothing wrong with this, and it's running fine. And everything I've read, I don't know shit about shit, but everything I've read, the C6 is actually stronger than the E4OD, you know. But and like, as far as like, ooh, you're a doomsday prepper, but like my bug out vehicle, you know, if I unhook the batteries, or whatever, say my batteries are good, nothing is on this electronic except this fuel pump. And I bought I bought a mechanical pump to keep behind the seat, and I'm going to buy another electric pump. But, you know, just say some shit happens. The E4OD has a little computer chip or some sort of computer, I think, in the transmission, something itself. This has none. So the only thing electric on this whole vehicle right now is this electric fuel pump. So, and I guess maybe, I don't freaking know, but I got the old alternator too. I didn't throw it away because it's still good. But I love this truck. I've been neglecting. I haven't really done shit to it. It's just, I got a bunch of other stuff going on, you know. But I just thought I'd get on here and ramble for a little bit. But yeah, let's go see if Clyde still lives. All right, well, unbeknownst to me, Clyde must be, I don't know. I can't find Clyde. I think I left him either at the camp or I think he's at the camp. So Clyde might have to be retired. I might have to buy a new Clyde if I can't find him. But anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think about the big one rear tank or keep the factory selector valve and other shit. But I think what I got in my head, so I really don't, whatever y'all say don't matter to shit to me. But I think I'm gonna do the just one big tank just to simplify it and everything. So if I'm ever fighting the fuel system issue, or like I got air in the lines, like I got one line, it's, you know, it's simple, you know, I got to keep it simple, stupid. That's just how I do stuff. But so I think I'm gonna do that. And I know that I need some axle seals. I need to get new axle seals on it because I can see on the inside of the tire it's leaking after I drive it some. So I'm assuming that's an axle seal. I don't know how to change that, but I did watch some videos, so I might try to do that myself. But my plans for it, really, you know, just kind of get all the leaks and everything. It drives great when it's getting fuel. You know, it's not dripping oil. I mean, every old diesel's going to have a little oil leak or whatever, but as far as any other of the main stuff, everything works good. It's transmission strong, it rolls, but it's starving for fuel because the fuel pump's plugged up. That's my own fault, and it's not like I can just empty that out because it's going to get plugged up again. So there's really no sense to keep driving it. So I'm going to take those two tanks off. Actually, I'm going to pull it out of this freaking mud hole, pull it over there somewhere where I can work on it and where it ain't too wet, and then I'll drop those two tanks, get the big tank. There's a big tanks where you can get I've been looking and I ain't 100%, but the one I want to get, it's rather expensive, but it's got like a sump pump on, or it's gravity fed from the bottom, so you don't have to have the little arm that goes in there, the float arm and the return thing. It all just goes out to the bottom. I can't remember who makes it, like Classic Diesel Designs or something Designs, but it's like pretty damn. It's like $600 and some versus like the other tanks are cheap as shit if I get two of them in selector valve. But it'll be gravity fed. You know, you don't have to worry about that little float arm thing breaking off ever. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, if anybody's ever put one on. But that's the plans. And I really didn't want to like paint it or anything, but it's starting to hit. I kind of might want to make it like my little twin. So maybe paint it white and do like black accessories and shit. Or white and keep the chrome bumpers, you know, just get new factory bumpers. Or I don't know. Or I might just keep it old raw burgundy like she is. But anyway, enough rambling. This video wasn't about shit. I just got a bunch of people asking if I'm still alive, so I am. Peace.